The awakening within, in the depths of every human soul, rests a force, quiet, subtle, but immeasurably powerful. Known in ancient traditions as Kundalini, it is said to be a serpent of boundless energy coiled at the base of the spine, waiting for the moment to awaken. But what happens when this awakening occurs? What if the very process of unlocking this ancient power brings more than just light and bliss? What if, buried beneath the surface of your transformation, there are hidden dangers and unforeseen symptoms that no one warns you about? The path of Kundalini awakening is spoken of in reverent whispers, woven through the teachings of sages, mystics, and yogis. It's a sacred journey toward enlightenment, self-realization, and spiritual ascension. Yet, for many, this path is not just one of light. It is a road paved with shadows, moments of intense challenge, and unforeseen trials. In this video, we are going to delve into the most overlooked and mysterious symptoms of Kundalini awakening. These are the experiences and signs that no one tells you about. It's time to unveil the hidden truths and understand the deeper, sometimes darker, side of this transformative process. Brace yourself for an exploration of energy, consciousness, and the profound mysteries that lie beneath the surface of your awakening. The surge of uncontrollable energy, when the serpent moves, when the Kundalini energy rises, it does not ask for permission. It surges upward, often without warning, and can leave the practitioner feeling as though they are engulfed in a torrent of intense power. But what happens when this energy becomes overwhelming? Many people report physical sensations that defy logic. Electric-like pulses racing through the body, uncontrollable movements, or the feeling that their energy is spiraling out of control. The very essence of who you are begins to change, your cells vibrating at frequencies you've never experienced before. It's as though your body itself is struggling to catch up with the energy now flowing through it. This surge can be disorienting. It may cause feelings of anxiety or fear, as you realize that the energy now coursing through you is no longer something you can control with ease. And with this force comes the question, can you trust it? Will it guide you toward enlightenment, or will it break you apart? This surge of energy is one of the first true signs that Kundalini has awakened. While many will speak of bliss and heightened awareness, few will mention the terror that often accompanies this initial surge. The body feels as though it is being stretched to its limits, and in some cases, physical pain can manifest as the energy breaks through blockages within your system. But with awareness comes the potential for mastery. Understanding the nature of this surge is the first step in learning how to navigate the storm. The emotional roller coaster, the rise and fall of the inner self. As the Kundalini energy awakens, the emotional landscape of the individual often becomes a battlefield. This is not just a spiritual journey, it is a deep internal unraveling of all that has been buried within your psyche. As the energy rises, old traumas, fears, and repressed emotions are brought to the surface. You may experience moments of profound joy and euphoria, only to be followed by waves of intense sorrow or anger. It's as though your emotional body is on a constant, unrelenting roller coaster. This is the part of the Kundalini awakening that is rarely discussed, its emotional toll. Many who embark on this path feel an emotional intensity they've never known before. The veil of their past life begins to lift, and they are forced to confront their deepest fears and unresolved emotions. But why does this happen? The Kundalini is not just a physical force, it is a force that seeks to balance and heal all aspects of the self, including the emotional body. As the energy rises, it unearths what has been hidden for far too long. Emotions that were buried in the subconscious mind now come to the surface, demanding attention. It can feel like you are riding a wave of emotions with no shore in sight. But this is where the true alchemy of Kundalini resides, in the integration of these intense emotional experiences. Through deep self-awareness and inner work, you begin to transform these emotions into wisdom and strength. The emotional roller coaster, while challenging, becomes the catalyst for deeper healing and self-realization. The dark night of the soul, confronting the shadows. One of the most mysterious and unsettling aspects of Kundalini awakening is the descent into what is often called the dark night of the soul. This is not a symptom you will hear about from most spiritual guides, yet it is a crucial part of the awakening process. As the energy rises, it brings with it a confrontation with your shadow, the hidden, suppressed aspects of your psyche that you have long avoided. The The dark night of the soul is a period of intense inner turmoil. It's as if the very foundation of your reality is shaken, and everything you once believed about yourself, your world, and your place in the universe comes into question. You may feel lost, disconnected, or even as if you are dying in some spiritual sense. This is when the darkness within is illuminated, forcing you to face your deepest fears, insecurities, and unresolved trauma. While this can feel like an agonizing experience, it is also an essential part of spiritual growth. The dark night of the soul is where the ego is burned away, and the soul is given the chance to be reborn. This period can be isolating and terrifying, but it is also deeply transformative. The fire that burns through the ego purges what is no longer needed, making way for a more authentic version of yourself. Physical symptoms, the body's rebellion. As the Kundalini energy rises, it can manifest in physical symptoms that many find troubling. These can range from subtle discomfort to intense sensations that seem impossible to ignore. One of the most common physical symptoms is the feeling of heat or intense pressure at the base of the spine, where the Kundalini energy is said to reside. Other physical signs can include spontaneous movements, known as kriyas, where the body moves involuntarily as the energy releases. Some experience tingling, buzzing, or a sense of electrical charge running through the body. These sensations are often seen as positive signs of the Kundalini awakening, but they can also be disconcerting if not understood. The body may also experience fatigue, headaches, or even strange ailments that don't seem to have a clear cause. This is because the Kundalini energy is unblocking the subtle channels of the body, releasing stored emotions and memories, and shifting the very energetic structure of your being. It's a rebirth, but it's not always a comfortable one. These physical symptoms can be alarming, but they are part of the body's natural process of adjusting to the influx of energy. With proper grounding techniques, meditation, and self-care, these symptoms can be mitigated as you learn to integrate the power of Kundalini into your physical being. Spiritual awakening and higher consciousness, a blessing or a burden. The ultimate goal of Kundalini awakening is the ascension to higher states of consciousness, experiencing the unity of all existence, seeing beyond the illusions of the ego, and tapping into the vast universal wisdom that lies beyond ordinary perception. However, this heightened awareness comes with its own set of challenges. As you become more attuned to the subtle energies of the universe, you may begin to see and feel things that others cannot. Your intuition becomes sharper, and your understanding of the interconnectedness of all things deepens. But with this increased awareness can come feelings of isolation, as you realize that others may not share your perspective. This is a double-edged sword. The gift of higher consciousness is both a blessing and a burden. The more you awaken, the more you must integrate the wisdom of your experience into your everyday life. It's easy to become detached from the world around you, to feel as though you no longer belong to it. But the true mastery of Kundalini lies in learning how to live in this world while simultaneously transcending it. The question then becomes, can you remain grounded in the physical world while embodying the wisdom and awareness of the higher realms? This is the challenge of the awakened soul. The path of integration, mastering Kundalini's power. The journey of Kundalini awakening is not a one-time event. It is a continuous path of integration. The energy that once surged unpredictably through your being must now be grounded, balanced, and harmonized with the physical, emotional, and spiritual layers of your existence. As you move deeper into your awakening, it becomes clear that the real work begins after the initial rush of energy subsides. This is where the true mastery of Kundalini lies. The process of integration requires patience, discipline, and self-awareness. It involves finding harmony between the ecstatic heights of spiritual awakening and the grounded reality of your everyday life. You will begin to realize that the symptoms, both blissful and challenging, that you experienced were not obstacles but essential steps in the process of becoming whole. If you are ready to embark on this transformative journey and unlock the deeper mysteries of Kundalini, join our community of spiritual seekers. Subscribe to the channel and share this video with those who are on a similar path. Leave a comment below. What has your experience with Kundalini been like? Have you encountered unexpected symptoms or challenges? Let's create a space where we can support each other and continue to uncover the hidden truths of this ancient, powerful energy. Remember, True awakening is a lifelong process, and you are not alone on this path. The universe is with you, guiding you every step of the way. Embrace the journey and let the power of Kundalini lead you to your highest potential. But how can you truly master this energy? The first step is to deepen your connection with yourself. Regular meditation, grounding practices, and mindfulness can help you channel the power of Kundalini in a way that serves your highest good. You must learn to listen to your body, honor its signals, and allow the energy to move in a way that feels natural to you. Trust in the process and in your own inner wisdom. Seek out mentors, teachers, or communities who understand the depths of Kundalini awakening. Surround yourself with those who can support you through the highs and lows, offering guidance and understanding as you traverse this mystical journey. This is not a path that should be walked alone. The collective energy of those who are also awakening can help you stay centered and focused on your path. The final part of this journey is the ultimate realization. You are not separate from the energy you are awakening. You are awakening. You are it. The energy, the consciousness, the power, it all resides within you, waiting to be fully realized.